Hello everyone. I hope you will be fit and fine. And today I am going to explain here Python getting starting with the Python. This is a unit 2, and here I'll discuss about the how to install a Python, how to use, how many mode you can use Python. So we'll discuss about all details in this. So first, computational thinking. So here, before starting a program, first we have to know about the what is computational thinking. Here, computer can be used to help us to solve problems. Directly, it doesn't solve. First, we have to follow the steps. So, however, before a problem can be tackled or solved, the problem itself and the way in which it could be solved need to be understood. For before solving a problem, you need to understood which the step we have to follow. So here, so first, there are four cornerstones of computer thinking. Here first, decomposition. See here, breaking down a complex problem or the system into a smaller, more manageable parts. See here, large program can be divided into a smaller part, manageable parts. That is called decomposition. And next, pattern recognition. Pattern recognition means whatever you are declaring, whatever you are using, that should be matched with each other. So programming, it is a case sensitive. Here it will match the recognition of pattern, looking for a similarity among the within a problem. What problem you are doing, which type of variable you are declaring. So these patterns should be recognized here. Next, pattern generalization or abstraction. Here, focusing on the important information, only ignoring the irrelevant details. Whatever you have your requirement, that you have to focus on that only, and irrelevant details cannot be allowed here. So next, algorithm and designs. Here, developing the step by step solution. See, anything, if you want to go to a market, first you have to think about it, why you are going to market, what is your budget, and which are requirement things you have to purchase, which are necessary. All these step by steps, while you are doing a program, you need to follow the step by step here. So developing step by step solution to the problem or rules to follow to solve a problem. These four pattern thinkings you have to follow. First, previous class we have already discussed about it. What is Python? Who developed Python? So here, it is a widely used general purpose high level programming language developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991. It is used for, what is the use of, why it is used for? Software development. Different type of software can be developed. It is a free software, freely you can download from the internet. And web development, you can develop website and web development server side system, scripting, gaming. There are so many tools you can, previous class I've shown you. These all can be used, mm, can be done in a Python. Mathematics also. So here we'll discuss about the features of Python. What are the features of Python? This is a very important question also. It can be asked in a exam also. Right, features of Python. So easy to use. It is a easy to use due to simple syntax rule. It has a simple syntax rule, so it is a very easy to use. An interruptic language, code execution and the interruption line by line. Any program, other I am talking about the C, C++, Java. So whole program will be first compiled, then it will show the error line by line. In this code execution interpretation line by line, one line, then other line, other line. If there is a error in a first line, it will stop here. First you have to rectify, then it will move to the next line. So next, cross platform language. It is a cross platform means once you are declaring making a program that can be run in any platform, it can be run in any platform. It can run on a Windows, Linux, mechanism, etc. equally. Even also it can be run in a mobile phone also. So it is a expressive language. Python is a expressive language, less code. It has a small codes, less code to be written as itself express than purpose of the code. So it has a small codes can be we can get us in a answer in a small code. So completeness support wide range of the library. It has a wide range of the library, so can all everything you can download from Python library itself. Free and open source. It is a free and open source software, can be downloaded freely. There is a no cost, it can be freely downloaded. You can code also, you can modify and you can distribute it. So it is a free, it can be downloaded free and so freely, and source code can be modified. Any source code, Python source code can be modified for a improvement. And there are some shortcomings also Python have. So lesser library as compared to the other programming language like C++, Java, .NET. So it has a lesser library as compared. It has a vast library, but it have a less library. And slow language. It is a slow language, very slow language as compared the other languages. And it is interrupted language. It executes the program slowly, line by line. That's why it is called slow. One line, other line. If any error in a one line, it will stop there. It will not move to the next line. So that's why it is a slow, line by line. So other I'm talking about other C++, Java, .NET. It compile whole program in a one time, then it show the error. In this, one line, then other line, other line. So it execute line by line. That's why it is a slow language. And weak on type building. Type building, it is a weak. It not pinpoint on a use of the single variable for a different data type. See, this is a weak point of this. If I am declaring a equal 10, again I am using a equal any abc, I am declaring a string variable in that. Again I am declaring a equal float value 10.5. So in a single variable it will assign all the values. First it will declare a integer, then again it's string, it become a change with the float. So that is a weak point of Python. It doesn't pinpoint ki you have declared earlier integer, then you have declared a string, and then you are declaring as a float. So it doesn't pinpoint on a particular declaration. Single variable for a different data type can be used. So this is a weak point. Some shortcomings are of Python. So installing a Python, we'll discuss here to install a Python, how to install a download Python distribution and Python installation process. Some I am giving you a demo here. So this is a Google. Here Python. From Python.org you can download. So this window will come here. There are download options are there. Download. This is a new Python 3.8.2. You can download for Windows, and you can also mobile from Play Store. You can download a Python here. So in my system already it is a downloaded there. So here Python, then this will come here. Then I have to open it. So here there are three options are here. First we need to right click on a add Python 3.8 path here. So complete this, then install. Already I have a Python, that's why I am not installing here. This install you have to click here, then okay, next you have to do that, you have to finish it. So you can easily download. It is a free software, freely available on internet. There is a no cost. You can download and you can use it. So I have given you demo now. So here Python installation process that I have told you. And so this is a part where I have downloaded. So you can download as which version you want to here Python. And so there is a no other operating system is a required, a special hard disk is a required, nothing else. Simply you can download your in your mobile phone, your tablet, your or your mobile, anywhere where you want to use. So after installing that you have to run here. This is a part of that. I have given you demo there. So this run, you have to run this. So this part I explain here. This both should be ticked. Path also you have to. So with the Python path, we can install all the pandas, all the NumPy, all software. Uh, Jupyter Notebook also we can download from a Python library. So this part is a very important. Here you have to tick. Then next part. So this will come and you have to click on yes. So this is a processing setup process. After completion here will be finished. So setup was successful. This is a downloaded. After downloading, this message will appear there. It will be setup was successful. Then you have to close it. So here we'll discuss about the how to work in a Python. See here, after installation Python, we can work on it followed way. One is a interactive mode, another is a script mode. See, I am sharing here screen with the script mode. When you start a Python ideally, see the top of the menu bar, Python. This is a Python shell. It is called Python shell. Here 3.6.3 I have downloaded Python. So here this is a version is showing here. And this is called interactive mode. Line by line code will be execute line by line, one line. See here I am giving you example weak point of Python. What is it? See, I have declared a equal 10. So what is a? A is a variable, equal is a assignment operator here, 10 is a value which is assigning to a. A is a variable. What is variable? We're talking about the variable. Variable just like a container. Anything you want to keep in a any place, first you need to container or place. So that's why we are declaring variable in a as a. Any variable you can declare. So first I'll explain what is variable. Later on we'll discuss this. What is variable? Variable is a user defined. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, any variable you can declare here, right? So A, I am declaring A is a variable, equal is a assignment operator. So right to left assign. See here 10 will be stored in A. Any variable you can declare when you press enter key, and no need to give a print command in an interactive mode. So directly if you write A, see it will display the 10 automatically, one line command. So this is a beauty of Python, no extra coded. If I am talking about the C++ other, this is a 5-6 line code. First we have to include a istream.s, then we have to declare a main, then clear a screen, then declaration of variable, getting a value, printing a value, return. Then after 10 will be appear. In this, see here 10, A equal 10 I have declared, directly I have printed a 10 will display. So this is a beauty of Python in a single line code. uh, no need to write a much code in this, easy to understand, no extra time will be consumed for this. So here now I am weak point of Python. What are the pinpoints? It doesn't pinpoint in any declaration of other data types. Here I have declared integer, it is showing a 10. Here I am declaring A equal. So here also A is a variable name previously declared, but here I am using ABC. This is a string type. ABC is a string which, remember, you have to remember one thing. Whenever you are inputting a string type, string variable, alphabets, you need to include in a single quotes, double quotes, and triple quote also we'll discuss later. Here A equal ABC. What is a ABC? It is a string type value which is assigning to A. See here, now I am writing a. What does it? ABC will be printed. So it doesn't pinpoint the previous you have declared a integer. Now you are storing a ABC value. Now see again I am storing a equal 10.5. What is 10.5? This is a float type. I am storing it. Previously it is a declare as a integer, now I have declared as a string, now I am declaring as a float. So it doesn't pinpoint the any declaration of variable, so it works accordingly. See, so now it will display 10 point float value. Previous will be erased, it will be assigned, now it will be erased, now float is assigned to A. So remember, you have to remember one thing, Python is a, whenever you declare a variable, assign a value in it, it is a case sensitive. Case sensitive means, see here, I am declare small a, I am assigning a value here, now I am writing a capital A, it doesn't work. So it will show the error. So it is called case sensitive once which variable you are declaring in which way, small or capital, that you have to remember. So that is called, it is a case sensitive. So now come to the that part. So interactive mode we have discussed. Now we'll discuss about the script mode. What is script mode? We have to open a window. There we have to write a complete code. After writing a complete code, that will get the output. See here, this is interactive mode. I have changed the color of my window, that's why that is showing in a different color. Here by default it will display a black color. Don't confuse that I have seen the in practical that is a different color. Here is a black color. So it is a black color by default, it colors, you can configure here, you can change it. So here three greater sign symbols will appear. This is a Python prompt. Here you can write anything, just I have written a equal 10, then again assign a equal ABC, then assign a equal 10.5. All the variables in the same line you can write here, line by line the code will be execute here. So in interactive mode, search a python.exe file will be drive enough with the install. If found, double click on start. Python in interactive mode will be open. This mode will be open. Here it is showing a full path of the Python. So see here how to work in a that is a this is a interactive mode. We have done this. So here it is showing the path of Shell or Python version. This is a different version, but I have installed a new version that will show differently. So color can be changed, and this will be Python prompt will be remain as it is here. So now see, I have given an example of A. Now see here, print direct number also you can give. Direct anything you can write over there. I am sharing a screen again. See here. Name equal, I have written a Python. So whenever I am writing name, it will print a Python. Why it is not coming the same? Because I have written as a name in a small and name I have written as a capital. So it will show error. So this is called case sensitive ones which you are using a in a which way that you have to use. See here, and I am writing again name I have written here. It displays, so that's why it is a weak point of this. So line by line execution is there. You can start a Python ideally. See here, name uh, name equal Python I have written. So if you write, if I am writing capital name, so that show the error previous I have shown you. So name name. So no need to give a print command. Python will be display here 5 plus 10. So directly it will show the output. So 6 multiply by 4 multiply, you have to use a asterisk 4, that will multiply the value. For division 2, for division you have to use a forward slash 3. So division of value will be display. So in this direct, no need to assign a value. See here, Python have a predefined data type. Python have a predefined data type. We'll discuss later about the data types in a Python. No need to declare a data type. In a other programming C++, first you have to declare a data type, then variable name, then you have to get the value, then you have to print a value, then you have to end the program, then it will run. In a Python directly, name, I have written a name, it will display the whatever, assign a value in that. I'm direct giving a mathematical operator that will display the value here. So this is the beauty of Python here. So no need to write a extra code in a single line code. It can be executed, but it is a very slow. That is the weak point of is it execute line by line code. So that doesn't matter in that. Now we'll discuss about the Python script mode. See here, you have to click in a file. So new file, you have to also you can write a control N for new file. This new window will open here. So this is script mode. Same thing I am writing A equal 10, B equal 20. So now I am C equal A plus B. So now I have to give a print command, print C. So you need to first save your file. Save your file with the file name dot my file dot py. So you need to save a file. This is a file name my file dot py. It is an extension of Python file. You have to save it here. Then you have to run module. So it will run from that. In interactive mode direct, you have to give the command. Then it will display the at the same time output in here. First we have to execute the code, then it will display the output. So here you can do direct command as a interactive mode as well as script mode. So these commands can be all done in a direct interactive mode. So here is script mode. I have shown you demo. That is script mode. You can click on ideally. Then you have to write a new file, new Python shell. You have to open. There you have to write a whole command. Then you have to save the file. Then you have to save your file with the file name .py. .py is a file extension name. Then it will run. So run module, script mode, you have to how to run. Click on open command, ideally menu, that select the file already you have saved. Then run module. Run module, you have to in a run, when you click in a run module will be run. So it will execute all the commands of the program files and display output in a separate Python shell in a interactive window. So I hope you have understand this and try to install your Python in your laptop, desktop, or in your mobile. Thank you.